Wow. Yellow, red, yellow, red. Like, what the heck, man? Okay, final chapter. The stream is turning red and yellow for some reason. The archer guy is pretty OP. He can free turn stuff. His cooldown is pretty sick. Very strong archer. And it's not limited too. So if you ever get him in the spook, he's a very good archer to raise than Napoleon. He looks very cool too. Red lightning. It is a micro-singularity Shimosho. The island also appears to be suffering from the intense aftermath of the artillery fire. The island also appears to be, yep, I said it, tremendous. This is not the case with the target practice, which I am familiar with, at least not for the shooter. Totally substandard. The presence of several known enemies is confirmed. Other creatures in the Vin City are faint. But there is a continuous and strong flow of magic, like a large tree sucking up water. At the center of it all, he shot an arrow into Chaldea. JP-rKyECtnz. Minamoto no Tatemo. He's a monster at first glance. They look like they stopped being human. Definition start. My name is Minamoto no Tatemoto. I'm the king, the great sovereign of the 8 views of Minamiso. Are you subjects of this king sworn to his service? I am Yuki of Chaldea. I'm the one who came to stop your hideous act. Then you recognize you as adversaries. Play the game, Yuki. Why did you attack Chaldea? Chaldea is a mischievous distortion of the cause and effect of time and space that destroyed innocent lives in the blink of an eye. It is the most unnecessary, fastest, foremost obstacle to be eliminated in our king's land. Ha 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 ha! He's really getting pissed off. If only that figure had blood flowing through it. They do not seem to be negotiable partners. It is on one madness, but it will be a belief if we let it pass. Even as we do this much, the numbers are rising. They seem to be rapidly filling up with energy for the first shot. Master Dono. Hypothetically, what happens if we allow that guy to fire a first shot of his artillery? Or Chaldea no longer has the power to repel that first shot. The only way is to sacrifice more to the waiting servants or abandon the storm border. Yes, I'm sorry. Operation Stop Sweeping. Disappear with this space-time. Algae Chaldea. Not red again. Huh? A shadow serpent. Did he just still... No, it didn't still see me. Oberon.
我が号泣王人弓張
I'm worried.
すなわち月光大砲
扱ってあげましょう。
これって了解不当不屈たる我が号泣王人弓張り吹きすなわち月光大砲発射
Fix last bar.
提案承諾提案攻撃核問題なしアンカー確認
Damn, he died. Oh, rip. Oh, no wonder he's so tanky. He's that shield buff. Can Kujiro do it?
遅いな。
問題なし。
浮気現場
問題なし。
Okay. Next fight. Holy crap. He's so strong. This archer is so OP. Damage even now is minor. However, the communication of this damage will hinder the accuracy of the fruit arrow to be shot into Chaldea. These men must be swiftly exterminated. The power of the chalice, which is stored up, can be directed. No, then the free arrows will not be able to be fired. The decision needs to be made as soon as possible. Error. This action is full of contradiction and errors from the beginning. But I'm one more push away. Thanatos has not given up on the first shot. If we let them shoot us, it's the end of the world. We have no choice but to continue to attack without pause. Even if you get close, a quick barrage of shots will nail you to the spot. When I spread out to distract him, I was hit by a powerful far-away arrow blow, and I managed to get out of the way the best as I could. If we don't, they'll destroy each of us. Is there any antidote of the weakness of Thanatos? This is the part where you don't listen to me. Ahaha. Ooh. Nani? You have your weakness. A hero has a hero gait, and a beautiful woman has a beautiful woman's breath. Whatever you do, it will look good in a picture. I don't care if it's flesh and blood natural human being. It's inevitable come out in as servants. I just don't have the resource to identify it on my own. So here's the thing. Toto-sama mode. Swish. Wait, Kurezo. Nope, back in Kote, the playwright. How long are you gonna go stay in bed? You're not gonna let him just sit there and look like an ugly mess. It's Tamatomo. It's Shinsei Hachiro Minamoto no Tamatomo. You are a hero. You're the warrior of our dreams, the warrior of our nation. I can't take another stroke. Now get up and give me your arm. Not Kurezo yo. Aha. No. Don't wake up. Your father. Is that a road? Why are you interrupting me? It's your father. I wrote this scheme because we all... Oji. What the hell is this? What are you guys doing? Tamatomo is moving strangely. He's acting somewhat awkwardly. Maybe now would be a good time. Whoa. Tetsuzo. You know what you're doing, Tetsuzo. You will do exactly as I tell you. When I say right, you always say right. Oh, I know all about that. I'm curious, but let's just focus on neutralizing Tamatomo. Akari's Shakio. Body double gate. That's some stupid buffs. I'm still gonna use the same servant. As much as I want to use Melocene, but it was the only boss that now used Melocene. But there's multiple enemies.
完全受諾。対サーバント戦闘システム起動。降伏勧告非推奨。もろとも滅ぼさん。
Shadow Raikou and Shadow Ushiwakamaru. But no Kagekyo though.
好き放題扱ってあげましょう。完全無実許しちゃって。はい、NSS サービスです。もちろんお望みのままに。
こう承諾。月光を浴びて我が弓は極限に至る。すなわち我が弓灰月のもとに缶沈めたり。
隠すなよ。
不当不屈たる我が号泣。豪鎮弓張り月。すなわち月光大砲。発射。核
欲しい？
問題なし。可能。敵味方識別信号削除。周囲一帯の被害甚大。無視。これより世界の果てを削眼する。ムーンシャフトチェック。バスターアローシステム 96% ファイルドライブフットロックセスト。
いいとも。せっかく自分に形を示す。
提案了解。
あくまで華麗に。
問題なし。
ぴょんぴょんぴょん。
承諾提案。
あくまで華麗に。ジェイルが押して
殺人。提案了解。
承知。
そう
遅いな。
問題ない。ムーンシャフトチェック。バスターアローシステム 96% 準備。ファイルドライブフットロックセスト。
認めましょう。マスター。
Come on! You can still attack after that?
もうすぐドリンクドリンク。
これを了解。ムーンシャフトチェック。バスターアローシステム 96% 準備。ファイルドライブフットロックセスト。 問題なし。可能者。
Can I defeat him though? That's a question.
了解。不当不屈さる我が号泣。豪人弓張り月。すなわち月光大砲。
Damn it, that's not enough. Boost an MP seal. Rip my team.
何度負けたの。お参り好き放題扱ってあげましょう。はてそのように失礼、こちらの話です。
承諾。不当不屈さる我が号泣。豪人弓張り月。すなわち月光大砲。周囲に敵影なし。引き続き警戒を続ける。
That's one BS fight. I see you didn't have to face him Trom. Are you serious? Why are you stuck now? That was a tough fight for me to do. This armor is broken now. Control abnormal. Your main magic power rapidly decreasing. A familiar power spells out of Tamatomo damage chest armor. That is... the 8th dog. Kun? After all, you're the pro Jin, Shinbei. You're giving us a hard fight. The following is... oh, no, again. Mash. Yes, analysis, we're working on it. The magic observed since this morning is rapidly declining, a little too fast. Kun. Reloading, not successful. Oh, message, you're of the dog family. Have you been with me all along? 1. Whoa. What's going on? Inishi Shinbei is coming up to Tamatomo. Tamacho. I have made you do something that you did not know how to do. Please forgive me. Shinbei, come this way. Kun. Whoa. I can't speak for others, but you have changed too much. Koga is like a berserker, right? You said it was a state of frenzy. Surely I no longer have the impression that it was completely dangerous. No. Folks, don't let your guards down yet. The response is getting increasing. Moreover, this is not a divergent disappearance. It is as if they were transported from Tamasa. Oh, the transmission again. Oh, Kuruzo, is that you? Oh, it is as you say. I had not expected that Tamatomo would be able to accomplish such a thing. It was unexpected. Were there any scratches on the beads that could have been a defect? It's ironic I have to help pull back the curtains myself. But it's not over yet, not yet. The final form. Eight cells in. Well, that's quite a good sword. So you're gonna fight us. I'm sorry, but you and Tamatomo will be kept here. With Kaoria out of the picture, and without a dogman at his disposal, you'll not be able to leave the island. I won't let you be like Oji, who left me and went alone to Kaoria. Becking, are you betraying us? Master, please get out of the way. There's something wrong. That Fushihime, isn't it? The Satsumi princess who showed her innocence by cutting open the belly. She's a goddess who comes and goes as she pleased. Even in such a state, you still can't get away from the image of your daughter-in-law, Kuruzo, yo. Hold it out, look in the mirror. I don't need you to tell me what to do. Master, don't think about it too hard. Cut this old man down, let me do it. Easel, but... The treasure sword, no. A demon sword. Murasame Maru. Oh, now I need the points again. Really sucks when I need the points.
しいウサギに狩られる気分はどうですか？盗作的で癖になるでしょう。
Oh, command code. That son of a bitch just flew away on his 8 tassels. So if you collect 8 beads of the 8 acts of balance, you will be able to perform such a trick. To use it to just run away from the situation is just plain disappointing. No. What's wrong, Easel? My pocketbook suddenly got heavy. Very heavy. Wow, who? A rag dog? Oh, who? Wow. I have no idea, but what is it? But I'm so happy to see your ugly face again. I'm here too. Oops. A ghost, it's been, isn't it? Completely unsubstantial. No, a little. We are spirits, but we look ephemeral nonetheless. Before I reveal what my father-in-law is up to, first of all I have to apologize. Tamatomo. Minamoto no Tamatomo. Don't know. Although the engine remains severely damaged, logic circuits return to normal. With the remaining information, we can almost guess and understand the background of the situation. It's preferred to be told by the mouth first, as well as verified. Yes, I am sorry for your loss. I must tell you, in order to spare Tamatomo Dono the disgrace he is about to suffer. I'm not afraid to ask, but who's got time for that? Now, Mr. Master, there's no time to play with dogs. Haha. But as it stands, there's no way to contact Kyorea and there's no way to go back through Bakken. It'll be reasonable to try to understand the situation. Tell me the story, Oji. Yes. Father-in-law Koki Bakken wanted to revive his son, Kotsuki Takizawa Munihaku. The people of Kyorea will call it Nanmei Young, and Tamatomo will name it Nanso. I woke up as straggling servant in spiritual rapers of a bountiful chalice and hoped so, but it was an unattainable dream. Sohaku is not a person who can stand alongside the spirits of the dead, and there is no way that his father-in-law Saw himself would know how to perform the anti-soul ritual. All my father-in-law could do was write. He spent his whole life writing caricatures. So my father-in-law devised a plan through trial and error, which led to the invitation of another straggling servant. The military commander with who Bakken is mostly closely associated, Minamoto no Tamatomo Dono. In this place, I ponder. Tracing the visions of the country with Lord Tamatomo and contempting the shadows of the people who live here. Deep down in his heart, my father-in-law cherished the pride of being a samurai more than any other person. This is even after he abandoned his descent from a samurai family to devote himself exclusively to writing. In this way, he tried to entrust his son Sohaku with the dream he could not achieve. However, we lived in the peaceful Edo period. This was in form of making a name himself as a doctor and making the Takizawa name known to the world. If I wanted a weird sword with impurity, I would have been born 50 years too late. Yeah, really. And again, it seems that this time you have been summoned to the wrong place as a heroic spirit. Soon my father-in-law learned the existence of Kyorea, probably from Tamatomo Dono. And I was driven by a great fear. I was afraid that I would be robbed again. You must have seen the sun in image in Tamatomo. Yes, I guess you're right. Childlike longing, smug male desire, and fiery regret. I'm sure that must have seemed very puzzling to Tamatomo Dono when he was directed to it. This body is a weapon. It is a weapon that colors the battlefield with blood. It is a blade that cannot be wielded by someone who holds it a bow. But this world is not all about ideal operating environments. There are those who commit heinous acts as if they were pointing the tip of a knife at themselves. That is also a fact. When that happens, my fighting spirit loses its whereabout logic collapse, and I let myself run into a disastrous madness. But I could deeply feel how that man back in Kote was proud of me. There are times when a warrior is willing to lay down his life to fight just for the sake of it. Tamatomo, that's exactly what I want your party to hear. Road, though, are concerned about Bacon's attempt to warn Chaldeas. And when he's struggling to fight Bacon and escaped, the 7 remaining beads were scattered among the islands of Namiso. High price, lack of memory. Bacon, the master of the spirit, needed more beads for his autonomy, and therefore was briefly blocked from action. This eye, even in the absence of the manipulator, through the spiritual beads of the island, sorted the spiritual energy that filled Nanso and released his pole. Arrows. Roads Chaldea. This exchange of information, while by no means unpleasant, must be terminated here. We were able to recover about slightly from the spiritual that remained in the area. Therefore, with my own hands, I will shoot you. Aha. Eh? Tamatomo dono. This is a reproduction of the arrow that was released prior to the first arrow. The arrowheads are tied to the ends of the arrowheads, like arrowheads. Hey, wait up, master. Master in the flesh and blood. That is yet shall defend it to the death. I'm not a fool. It's been a while. You want us to do the spirit pods. Therefore I bid you adieu. Let us define the future with the arrows we shoot with our might. Please accept this as my apology for the heinous acts I have committed against you. Tamatomo. Affirmation, with a single shot, with all my soul, I can harm myself. Drifting like floating clouds, they become raindrops and return it to the sea. If that is my apology to you, I have nothing to say. And also Sosuke Inushi. The path of the arrow that pierces space and time depends on your guidance. It's the most important role, please do me a favor. Wahoo! Tamatomo. Back in Kote has taken the form of Fushihime and has gained divine powers, but since I am here, my father must be blind. Therefore only sense of smell of the 8th cell should be relied upon. There may be a chance to win. All Berserker convergence, morpher logic change. With a pale moonlight, my pioneers return to its origins. Tsukuyomi revolving cannon. Subnation bow moon. Department of Meteorology begins. 3, 2, 1. Running through the darkness, escape and tumble down. The breath of the Hachibo, spiritual that runs with its demonic claws on the wave of space-time. I cling tightly to his back. I'm struggling to keep my own form. He has regained the power of the Holy Grail. Entrusted to him by Tamatomo, but as a servant he remains unfinished. This Koke back and lacks righteousness. There is a shame and heat, there is anger and obsession as if we're having a nightmare. Did that woman betray you? Did the men defy expectations? No, it's not. No. The one who betrayed me was. Run swiftly, 8 face at 1. Carry my delusion on your back. Thank goodness you're here, master. I seem to be very good at places like this, like the bottom of the ocean. However, it was all I could do to protect Master Dono and Sosuke from the hate wind, not the headwind, but the headwind of the time-space flow. Can't afford to let the rest of them materialize though. But who? Oizu can let me about it. Why not? Because it's a bit of a stretch. What did Osuke say? He said they stopped working together after that. That's it. Stay with the story. I was never able to get along with Bakken. Every time we had to work, we would yell at each other, saying this and that and the other. Tsubaki Setsu Yubarisuki was initially planned to be written in 12 volumes, but it was delayed, and the total number of volumes was more than doubled to 29 in 5 parts. I went along with such a big work right up to the end. Please give me credit for that. You made it all the way to the end. Ah, you did it. Fighting with that bastard was, well, it was unbearably fun. It's not good. I thought work was not becoming work. We have to do business with the customers. We need to give them a big fight as a parting gift, or they'll be stuck with each other. Well, once we both become known, it is more profitable to take on work in bulk. Uh-huh. It's not being about the body. Uh-huh. Oh, looks like we got him by the tail. Let's get our friends back on track over here. Please. Hachibo. Look on my behalf. Old signs point me to the Kyarea. At least one sword. Let me shower you with the dew of this village rain. Even it's not powerful Tamatomo for an arrow, if the opponent is now exhausted and lack defenders. Ike! Do as much as you want. That's right, I'm in trouble, Izo. Izo, what are you talking about? Don't burn it without permission. We don't say we don't get in the way of that, but if you want to do it, do it. You want to get rid of the regret, do whatever you want. You didn't want to write a play at first, did you, old man? But you just happened to be a genius at writing characters. Yeah, that's right too. I had nothing to do but write characters. There's nothing else I could have done that would have satisfied me. When I'm warned Sohaku and I wasn't blinded, I had nothing left to do but write Jisaku. He's nothing like Hokusai, the ukiyo artist who was born solely to paint pictures. There has always been a caricature beside despair, and nothing but caricatures now. There's nothing else. Well, that's good, isn't it? Your dream has come true. Now at last, a life-threatening slice of life. I don't know about your calls to defeat Kyarea. I'm not interested. No matter who grudge or bitterness it is, it's always someone else's business. That's why I'm so angry at them. But there's one thing I want to tell you. You know, old man, your son lived a fine life. Revive him as a heroic spirit. The heroic spirit Tamatomo is so great that a small, inefficient man like a piece of wood. Of course not. Don't talk about your son's regret without permission. Keep that kind of thing to your caricatures. Shit. With a body that can't be helped surrounded by a sitting room from which there is no escape. He probably had the worst personality anyway. No wonder when tied up and placed in the shade, even cypress are twisted. Still, he had a wife in his life, his wife. You don't think she regrets that she made even that you wrote unhappy, do you? Father, it's not too late. Please don't make Kosaku sad anymore. Please do not disgrace the name of Tamatomo Dono. Oh gee. If only I were stronger. If only I had more resolute. All those who were in my palm, all in peace. Please put the sword away. Yuki, what would you do? The Holy Grail, which was the source of the 8 views of Minamuso, was a vast reservoir of magical power. Heroic spirit derived their power from the land that made them famous, or from a memento that symbolized that person, but there's also power that arises completely unrelated to certain deeds. The thoughts and prayers of the people, through their place in creation, scattered together and poured into the abyss of time and space as a stream of spiritual energy. It was in such a place that I awoke as a stray servant. I quickly realized that I had to do something. It's a unique opportunity in a person's life, even as a ghost without a lord. What are you gonna do, Yuki? If you yourself mourns the loss of a loved one, and the power to bring him back is right in front of you, you will seize it. You will surely fulfill your long-cherished wish. You would have been in the laws of this world and bowed before the Holy Grail. I know I'm wrong. This is a path that can only be fulfilled by my immersion in darkness and madness. We must open the way with our own hands. Hachibo. This time should be fine because Korean Sky is an assassin, right? Instant MP though. What, are you serious? MP already?
頭にて証を示す。心得。ここが心得。ツバメ返し。
あなおぞましや。
遅いな。見せどころよな。
我がの一つにあらがるき。
What? BS.
三千主上没母大神。天に仰ぎし奴の光。これぞ五大の導きぞ。なんと外に発見伝。
That was bullshit.
お参り好き放題完全な状況。はい、MSS サービスです。もちろんお望みのもの。最高品質でお届けしましょう。人類反省。では参りましょうか。これが皆様の努力の結果。霊障重工79式敵化大社水空がセブンドライブ。平服せよ崇拝せよ。これなるは神の一方我の大社。知恵ある者はひれ伏すがいい。水空がセブンドライブ。
ムーンシャフトチェック。マスターアローシステム 96% 充電。ワイルドライブフットロック設定。
白きは源氏の記念となり。やつら真っ向なつまり広げり。日の火薬の匂い。完全配慮よろしくて。
ご承提案。不当不屈たる我が号泣。豪人弓張り付き。すなわち月光大砲。発射。周囲に敵影なし。引き続き警戒を続ける。
Now for the ending. Faint reaction from the senpais. We are returning to Chaldeas. No reshift, huh? The enemy response. I can't tell. We need to alert immediately. Get them to the bomb zone. Medical team. Water. Back in. Nah, Cortizo. No, it's back in. In this area, there are not a few spirits who have no interest in the Holy Grail. It's because they gather together under the great righteousness of the continuity and security of human reason. I'm a very selfish person, so all I wanted to pursue my art. Still, if I ran out of subjects point, I would be very weak. I'll lend Kara a hand a little. It's not good pictures if there are no townspeople or merchants on the street and grounds. It's just plain white. Haha. Tetsuzo. Are you trying to console me, who is about to be defeated and lose my spirit? You paint what is originally under the sun, while I light up the darkness, of course. There's a difference. No? Ah, it's just different, isn't it? You don't like to be told what to do. We still stayed up all night to make sure our case, didn't we? The great masters of Tang Dynasty, we ran amok in the romance of the Three Kingdoms, your favorite water margin, Fei, Xin, Yang, and the like. The tongue-slicing sparrows, and Kintaro of the stinky soggy paper, the kabuki dance of Izuma Akuni, and the No and Jori in autumn leaf hunting, and Yang Kyui in the Kinshu Zenchiku. Even Tamato folklore is the same. I guess that's the kind of fire that started. The fire smoldered and became the flame that burned you. You prided yourself on being a samurai. Yes, right. Those were the days of caricatures between you and me. Yeah, that's right too. It's humorous to think that you alone can accomplish such a great task in trusting the Holy Grail. I was wrong, I knew it, I didn't want to admit it. It was also the reason that Oji and Sosuke left me and arrived at Kyorea. Even that was part of my own wishful thinking. I didn't want to let go of the calling, I didn't have the will to step forward. While those of us in Kyorea remember and care for the past, we are earnestly hoping for the future and striving to pass on the world to those who live in the present. The past, its mistake, its pain. They had not forgotten their irreplaceable stories of their loved ones, you know? I was wrong. But who? Sosuke. Woof woof. Senpai, everyone. Thank God I see you're back safe and sound. Hey, I'm here too. They didn't travel very far, like the rest of us. It's like I took a shot at hunting while I was out for a walk. What about the other archers? Well, how's it going, Little Mash? Yes, I just checked. The spiritual pods of the archers who went to intercept them are returning one after another. Everyone is safe. By the way, Tell, what about that broken arrows in your hand? These are the last arrows I shot down. I retrieved it on my own. Not that it tasted good when I bit into it, but something about the way he looked, he wanted to talk to me. Eh? I myself have made a request to Lord Tell. Tamatomo, does that broken arrow still contain your spirit? This Tamatomo, although it was within protocols and stories of cooking back in Regine, it's no different than I've drawn the bow of mischief upon you. I want to apologize for that. You might see, I'll take the liberty of answering on my own behalf. It's no big deal, right, Master? Yeah, right? Oh, are you guys all together? You're all looking satisfied, like you had a good test of your skills. I would never, ever, 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 ever. I hope I don't think addicted it was fun after all the feeling in the future. Haha, totally. Tamatomo, do you hate me? You will hate me for remembering you between the lines of our conversation, even making you draw the abominable. Although I'm a machine, I too had a dream for a moment. It was not an unpleasant dream. I was both father and son. Though it has spoken that I too had loyal wolf servant or entrusted with my heart. His name is Yamao. Wild Wind, you said so. A good name. Though Hasa told me much more. It was blood-curling tale. It is not hatred, much less pity, that I hope when I face thee. Even in this life, he has shown that he is a fighter, proud. Whoa. I'm truly grateful. I guess I'm done here. Hokusai-sama, Oi-san's in the ninja. Dear Bargus, assigned Lobo. Dear Mash and Yuki, I don't know how to thank you for your help along the long and short road. Thank you very much. Road, you didn't need a watchman or guard. Yes, your spirit, know your interesting appearance. There were times when I overwhelmed by the beauty that did not collapse even for a minute in a difficult situation. I, who was said to have no enemies in the Fairy Kingdom, you really are a strong woman. I'd be happy to have more dogs and wolves in my life. Yes, yes, what a waste of words. And then, Okada's Izo. Thank you for your concern for Sosuke. I almost made a mistake of thinking he was oblique as Amikin Samjiro, but I'm so sorry I was mistaken. He was a man who was singly minded, loyal to his master, just like Inuyama Dobetsu, an Inu warrior with a pearl of loyalty. What is it? I don't know what you're talking about. If you're going to praise me in a way that I can understand. Yes, he was a good-looking man, Izo-sama. Of course, Yaki. I also fizz out. I'm truly sorry for the trouble as you see, Yuki. Please can we all just laugh at the fact that we had such a chance to be all together? Well, goodbye then. If we were ever summoned again this time, I will serve Chaldea and you in righteousness. Yeah, I'm sure I'll be waiting. Phew! You're always so fond of things, aren't you, Master? Or is it that you have been deep pockets? I sparkle with salt and kick it to your crib to make sure it never crosses the threshold again. Well, how much memory is renowned in the seat of Twerk Spirit and carried at the time of summoning depends on Serpent. If you really get summoned, it's gonna be another big fight between the two of you. Mass Arrow. Huh? Hiccup. Not the fruit water of the Fairy Kingdom, but the fruit wine of the proper human history. You're getting a bad taste in your mouth, Bahamut Sith. What's going on your nerves again? Huh? What are you paying so much attention to? I know exactly what you're thinking. You want them to behave well and look good with their fur. Oh, it's so easy to be an honor student character, isn't it? Even if you don't have a single new story to tell, hey, if you're serious, you're on. The looks on their face, this is no good. Hiccup. It's really irritating. Did you say Davidin or something like that? The stone-throwing archer. Why is he in charge of the victory party? He didn't do anything in time, just like me. Yeah, David wasn't even doing anything. We're not even on the front lines. We're not even intercepting. How can you talk to people around you? Well, I don't want to. I can't even face because there's nothing to talk about. I have nothing to do but drink. This is what you call a flower by the wall. Damn it. If you're aware of flowers, don't get burned. Indeed, it can't be helped. Huh? What's with you, dog collar? Are you going to sit on a chair and give me a sermon? You want to know the details of what happened? Then I'll do it for you. Let us make toast once again. To those puppy who were more lovable and reliable than anyone else. What is it? What do you want to say? I'll get you a drink later. I'm not in the mood now, so if you need me, you can come back later. It's bad enough to make a fool of yourself in front of Yushibakumaru, but it's also bad to make a fool of yourself. It was strange that I joined the Suicide Squad in the first place, wasn't it? Hui. That is what I always wondered too. Okusai, the daughter, you drink without restraint. Ahaha. Why did Koki back in Messenger of the Righteousness Dogman Sosuke turn into Robodono and Izodono for help? According to Vargas Dono, I think because Izodono is a kind beastman, and they thought we were in the same kind of people, he said it with a straight face. That was very... I can kind of guess, but well, I guess it's like the flower that goes unsaid. If you have something to say it clearly. Aha! If you open Hakkenden and see what kind of vassal Hachifusa of the Satomi family was, you might be able to find out, right? Oh, and I also had to apologize to Robodono. What, for a robot? On the island meeting, so Robodono was always angry. I thought he might be angry at the unfair treatment of the Inushi. Each time it seemed as if Hassan Dono was restraining and calming Robodono. Is that what you did, Lobo? I didn't notice that at all. I'm sorry about that. If you say it's a messenger, that's the end of the story, but we're all messengers. With a name comes greed and compassion. Sometimes we want things that are not in accordance with our size. You're a scary man. I don't want to see what's in their belly. Ahaha. Oh, hey, you are hiding in a place like this. Yuki's being one-sided and teased. If I stay too long, it'll affect my work tomorrow. Our motto at KD is to take good care of yourself. Come on, get your story straight. You know that thing. That is what they give called giving a helping hand. Oh, and by the way, they have hot cakes for wolves. It's a rare opportunity. How about at least a taste? Sorry. I was just talking to Petsu. What do you think, Director? Pets, huh? Well, what the heck. Not that I can say that, since I have already made a big mistake once. I thought I was keeping him, but in fact I was tying him up. I thought I was baiting them, but in fact I was serving them. Since they speak different language and live in different environments, it is impossible for pet owners and their pets to feel the same way. The very act of petting animals is an act of arrogance on the part of the people who built our civilization. It's never a relationship that the other side wants. We must not forget that. But that said, I wouldn't want to miss all of it. Whatever the trigger, if a bond has been formed, we should strive for a better understanding. Above all, as people who live together, we should treat each other with responsibility. Not just for the sake of petting, but to help each other as one in the same life. Yes, it's obvious. It's very obvious. They are family and friends. What's wrong with you, grinning at me? No, it's nothing. Don't make me talk about stuffy and stuff at all. I'm not so boorish as to spoil the party, am I? Hold on, stand up. I will have a drink to keep up. I'm going to have a drink, something to keep myself going. What do you mean by that? I'm going to try the wine recommended by Vargas Nono. Well, I guess that's it. And the rest of these are farming quests. So if I get the pen skill for him, since it charges at 90%, so it'll be 100% if I just get that MP pen skill. Just at level 1, then it'd be okay, I guess.
ようこそレオナルド・ダ・ヴィンチの今日そろそろクエストに戻る
Archer. There he is. Still don't have enough though. Need 120. I only got 115 coins. So I need to bond them up. Well, he has return potential.
勝っても負けても死骸は増えるんだ。虫どもが喜ぶだけじゃないか。
俺にな。お気をつ。おいでなさいませ。お店番なら道は慣れたものです。どうぞ何でもお言いつけください。こちらとご交換ですね。はい。
お疲れマスター殿。手もめ足もめ片付けない。片付け涙で鼻ビシビシさ。
お触れ書き。いえ、インフォメーションはご覧になられました？備えあれば憂いなしです。 向こう横丁のお稲荷さんへ。あれ、アイテムのご交換ですね。一息入れてお茶とお団子もいかがです？
Huh. Let's see. Yuto. Okay, see you guys later.